next speaker once said, "We don't pull any punches when we are fighting capitalism." Worldwide, the transfer of the most breathtaking amounts of wealth in the world and the whole history of humanity concentrated into the hands of tiny elites, while at the same time, billions of humans struggle to survive and hundreds of millions live in outright squalor. It is clear that around the world there is a growing awareness of the basic concept that capitalism is a system of turmoil and chaos. On behalf of Derry Trade Union Council and everyone here, I welcome onto the stage Susan Fitzgerald from Unite the Union.
I think the joint action last week by health and education workers, joined by Northern Ireland housing executive workers, made us all walk a bit taller as workers, as trade unionists, made us all feel a bit more confident. And while it's great to see your own trade union flag flying, nothing beats seeing all our union colours together on a rally, coming together at the same time. All the battles that we're fighting are important and are winning support from society as a whole, but none are more important than health, because the issue goes right to the heart of the type of society we want to live in, and that's a society that cares for our young, our old and our vulnerable regardless of wealth or status. It's a society that affords us dignity and respect when we need it the most, and a society that holds in esteem those who deliver that care. All of those principles and the NHS itself has been under sustained fire for the last 12 years and before that, if we're honest. And without intervention, our health service will bleed out and die. The NHS strike, as the last speakers have testified, is a life and death battle. On the rallies, the coordinated strike action rallies last week, health workers instinctively, they weren't mass-produced placards, they were handmade placards saying, "We are striking because patients are dying." That's what's at stake, and that's why rallies and events like today are going to grow in momentum and are going to be crucially important, because people and organisations can only be pushed so far. Health workers can only take so much, and this is a battle not just for them, it's a battle for all of us because of the social value of health. And it's no surprise that other workers are fulsome in their support. The health strikes, like the local authority strikes last year, can be a catalyst for other workers to act, and can give a voice to the deep, bone-deep discontent in our society. My hero, and a hero of many people here I'm sure, and a peerless trade union leader, James Larkin, who electrified the workers' movement in Liverpool, in Dublin, in Belfast and in this city. I was getting a lesson from Liam Gallagher on the role that Larkin played in this city. Larkin talked about being on a divine mission of discontent. He talked about an injury to one being the concern of all, and he talked about the sympathetic strike. He talked about solidarity. We have the discontent. We need to build the solidarity. Last week's coordination was an important first step. It has to be just the beginning. March 16th needs to be bigger and louder, and we need to battle in each of our respective organisations and trade unions to make sure that that's the case. Next week, from Monday, workers in the road service will start 1 week of strike action. Civil servants across Northern Ireland are balloting. Hovis workers have just served notice of strike. Kingspan workers are balloting, and there's endless other examples, because the momentum for a fight back is building. Northern Ireland housing executive workers are entering their 7th month of strike. This is an incredibly the absence of anyone taking responsibility, of anyone being in charge or answerable to either workers or tenants. It's an incredibly challenging dispute, but our members are gathering strength from other workers, and in the days ahead, Chris Heaton-Harris was mentioned. Our members in the Housing Executive, in the absence of anyone else, will be taking this issue to his door. If he doesn't listen to us here, we'll be going over to his constituency, his stronghold in Daventry, and Northern Ireland Housing Executive workers from here will take the battle there, and we know we'll be supported. On the basis of a rejection by our sister union NIPSA, Northern Ireland Housing Executive workers there have resoundingly rejected the same pay offer. We will be taking the battle forward on a stronger, bigger basis, and we will continue to be a force to be reckoned with. The Seagate banner is here today. The Seagate workers banner, be more accurate, and you will have seen it around this city over the last weeks and months. It's a source of huge pride to unite, and I know to the Trades Council here, who have been endlessly supportive of our members in Seagate, who after a long time of trying and efforts, have arrived at a historic juncture last Friday when they pressed the button after months of organising to seek formal trade union recognition and collective bargaining rights at Seagate. For too long, it's been an open sore in this city that workplace was not organised, and that is changing now. And it's changing now because the squeeze on wages while profits are rampant, and the expiring example of other workers fighting and winning, matched with the really phenomenally inspiring role of workplace leaders in Seagate, supported by the union and the union movement as a whole, are ready now to win, are ready now to demand respect and recognition. I'll finish, comrades. Inflation might be coming down, but real average weekly earnings are not expected to go back above 2008 levels until 2027. That's a 19-year pay squeeze. That is the longest period of pay stagnation since the Napoleonic Wars. It isn't good enough, and what it is, it's not accidental, it is calculated, organised greed. And organised greed demands organised labour. Our divine mission for today is to make our unions fighting organs that are led by workers in the exclusive interest of workers and implacably on the side of workers. Vehicles and organisations that understand unity and solidarity is strength, and that are prepared to sweep away any and all obstacles in the way of workers winning. And with that in mind, I want to finish by sending solidarity to the Omagh Trades Council and to the people of Omagh today, who are taking a stand against paramilitary violence, and who are standing behind a banner of no going back. I've received reports today that up to 2,000 people have turned out on the streets of Omagh. In the last weeks and months, working class people right across towns and cities have united in their thousands on picket lines, be it health or education rallies, or to stand against femicide, to stand out against transphobia, and it's time to unite again against any and all attempts to divide us, whether it's the bosses or whether it's people trying to drag us back to a sectarian hell that no one wants. Yeah!